Shalom, shalom. Giving honor and praise unto the Most High, the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. My name is Yeshaya Yisrael, of the tribe of Dan of the nation of Israel. We're going to continue with the Hebrew classes as was presented in times past. However, brothers and sisters, it will be only on this channel. All right? So we're going to continue where we left off at from lesson 23, as you see in this playlist, and we're going to continue in the same vein with the classes, giving honor and praise unto the Most High, Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. Hallelujah. Moshienu Malchenu Zurenu Tiyena Itanu Bapa'am Haze Wagam Kain Tinahelna et Imrefi Lelame et Hakita Hazo. Hallelujah. We're going to continue, brothers and sisters, and let's start as we did in the past, right? With the pronouns. All right, let's look at this here. You have that right there. All right, as you see, is ani, which means I. Okay? Then you have, for edification purposes, this here. All right? Ata, which means you, like you masculine or you are. All right? Next we have at, which means you or you are feminine. All right? We're going to review this each time we do the lessons, all right? Then you have who and he. Who means he, and in Hebrew, as we see, he means she. You have ani, ata, at, who, and he. Now, as we went over before, these are the ones, brothers and sisters, that you put, all right, in the beginning of verbs for the time that we're speaking of in this particular regard. All right? So let's continue on with the next set, if we will. I want to, for space purposes, clear this off and then move on from that particular aspect. All right? You have anachnu, atem, aten, haim, and haim. Anachnu means what? We, or we are. You, masculine plural, meaning you all or y'all, okay? You, feminine plural. They is haim, masculine, and they, feminine, is haim. So it's anachnu, atem, aten, haim, and haim. All right? So one will then say, anachnu samachim, we are happy. Atem samachim, you all are happy. All right? So we just want that to be noted for edification purposes. Okay, so let's continue on. Brothers and sisters and elders included with the time allotted. I want to explain that with the change of the Hebrew classes, I'm not at home, nor am I in a particular camp. I'm actually using somebody else's space. So you may hear a phone go off. I apologize for that. I have no control over that particular aspect. All right. I am in an undisclosed location where somebody allowed me to use the space for such lessons and so forth. All right. May the Most High bless that person for such. So let's continue on after dealing with this. All right. let's look at what we're going to get into, brothers and sisters, in this particular regard. All right? We want to go over the present tense of certain verbs. All right? Just as katab. Okay? Let's look. You have katab, which means to write. Okay? The verb. You have what, brothers and sisters? Here. Koteb. Kotba. Kotbin. Kotbot. All right? So, let's go on, brothers and sisters, with the next aspect of verbs. Let's look at this verb right here. You have the word here, raza, which means to want or to desire. So the present tense of such is as follows. Rotze, rotza, rotzin, and rotzot. Okay? So, let's notice something. When you have what's referred to as the shilamim, or regular verb, such as katab, shamar, so forth, you begin to see the o, ah, o, im, o, ot. Whereas with the salam and hey verb, you have it o, ah, o, im, o, ot. All right? So what are we going to show, brothers and sisters, is that when you conjugate the present tense form of raza in the pluralized aspect, the hey drops out. You don't see a hey in this particular one right here, nor do you see it in this particular one right here. All right? So that's something, brothers and sisters, we want to show and edify for edification purposes. Okay? Let's go on, if we will, brothers and sisters, into the next aspect of what we're going to be dealing with and what we're talking about. It's not a very long lesson. You may as well just call this like a review lesson, but I want to, as the saying goes, like give it to the people, because currently, not to get too personal, I no longer am part of any camp. All right? Today's date being March 29th, 2018. I'm saying, not taking anything away from the class, I personally am no longer part of any camp. But we're going to continue on in the Hebrew classes, all right, nonetheless, in this particular regard, picking up where we left off at in the past, okay? As stated, you may as well call this particular lesson here a review. Let's look at this verb right here, all right? Yashab, which means to sit, all right? So you have Yoshev, Yoshba, Yoshbin, that's a yod, not a wow. And you have Yosh, boat. Now, this right here means to sit or to reside. All right? Ani Yoshev at Yoshba. Anachru Yoshbim Hain Yoshbot. So let's look at this. This is referred to, brothers and sisters, as a payod verb. All right? So Yashab, you see the yod doesn't drop out in that particular regard. However, when you're conjugating this, and we're only in this lesson here talking about the aspect of showing it in its present tense. Sitting, 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 sitting. However, this is masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, which would include females or mixed couples or mixed group, okay? And yoshbot, which is feminine plural. All right? So, O-E, yo-she, O-E, ro-ze, yosh-ba, ro-za. What are we showing, brothers and sisters, is this. You have the waw here inside the lamed hey verb. You have the waw here inside of a peyod verb. All right, but the distinction, brothers and sisters, once it comes right down into it, is you have o-ah. This right here with the peyod doesn't have o-ah. It's o-shwa, join it to with precedes it, then continue reading the rest. That's how that works in that particular regard. Then you have o-in, because remember, the hey doesn't show in the lamed hey pluralization present tense. However, the entire root and peyod verbs in the present tense never drops. The yo ching bet, yo ching bet, yo ching bet, yo ching bet. No matter what comes between it or as the suffix of it, the root in that never drops off. However, with the lamed hey, it does drop off in a pluralization aspect of that in the present tense. So these are just things as stated. This is like a review for those who've been following from lesson 20. Hard, listening, keenly, may have added comments and so forth and so on. This right here is simply a review that we're going over in this particular regard. Okay, we're going to go over two more and then close the lesson out. As stated, it's a review, not going over very much since it is such. All right, let's continue on, brothers and sisters. You have this word here in root, right? Which means to run. Now, this spells the word rats. Many people actually say the root of it has a wow in it because it's actually shown as an iron wow verb. So we're going to show how that works in that regard. All right? Roots, the actual root of it means to run. Now, let's show this only in this present tense. You have what? Rats, ratza, ratzim, and ratzot. All right. So this being as stated in this lesson only shown in its present tense, right? Ani rats, I run or I am running. At ratza, you are running when speaking to a female. Anatnu ratzim, we are running. Aten ratzot, you or feminine plural are running. So this how this works in this particular regard. Rat, ratza, ratzim, ratzot. All right. Now, many people might just look and say, okay, raza, that must mean to want. That would be true had it meant that, but you got to understand the context of the sentence and understanding what the person is talking about. If one is saying in its present tense, we notice, brothers and sisters, there is no O sound like O, E, or so forth. All right. You have im, ot. Now, this ot that you see right here serves as a suffix, feminine plural, in this particular regard. So once again, you have inside of the iron wow verb, you have the wow that drops off when you conjugate it in its present tense. So ani rat, at ratza, anatnu ratzim. Females speaking of themselves would say anatnu ratzot. All right, anatnu, you know, means what? We, or we are. Okay, so this is just something we want to show for edification purposes. Okay, let's go on, brothers and sisters, with the time allotted into the next particular aspect of this here. All right, giving honor and praise unto the Most High. Let's look at this right here. We have this word here, halak. All right, which means to go or to walk in roots. Now, as stated, this lesson here is only showing the aspect of present tense. You may find it many times, this causal feet with the shawah within it. Okay? So here we go. We have what? Holek. Holha. Holhin. Holhot. All right? So what are we looking at, brothers and sisters? Holek. These would belong to it. Ani, ata, feminine would say ani, or you would say at. What will belong to this one is anaknu, or, for instance, atem. And then you have, for instance, aten or hain. So what are we looking at? These are the, sorry about that. These are the pronouns that can adequately go with it. Ani holek. I am going, I am walking. Ata holek. You are going, you are walking. At holha. A female saying, I am going or I am walking. At holha. You are going or you are walking. Anaknu holkin. We are going or we are walking. Atem holhot. You masculine plural or going or walking. Atem holkin. Slika. Aten holhot. You all, feminine plural, are going or walking. Hen holhot. You, meaning what? They are going or they are walking. All right, so we can see something then for edification purposes. I want to emphasize, if you look at lesson 6 and even lesson 4, you notice the causal feet, but when you're showing it and it's not the so feet, you just have a regular cough. All right, so that's something I didn't want people to perhaps look at and may get tripped up on or so forth. Brothers and sisters, this ends the lesson. It's not long. It's a review. All right, I can be reached at this number here, 908 587 4841. All right, once again, 908 587 4841. You can call or text me. Okay, intermission. For those brothers and sisters and elders included who are interested, you can purchase this book here, as shown before, Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68. All right, that's available on Amazon for $20. You can purchase this book here, Old Testament Hebrews Respond, Why Are There Quote-Unquote Non-Messianics? Also available online. And you can get this book here, Egypt Talking Writing, for the month of Abib, all right, for $15 on Amazon. All right, I put a discount on that price. Again, I can be contacted at 908 587 4841. Giving honor and praise unto the Most High, creator and maker of heaven and earth. As stated, I'm open to constructive criticism. I, in due respect, want to state why the classes are on this channel and not the channel that the previous ones were on. In a nutshell, or basically, I personally am no longer part or affiliated with any camp. However, I will never attempt to deter any brother or sister or elder to join the camp. However, I am not. So with that, I say thank you for the time. Shalom.